Well, today's Baby Talk segment, Pediatritian Dr. Bobbie Colbert joins us, and he's going to talk about some of the things that you've been seeing that are coming in your office, or some of the kids coming in sick, or what are we seeing right now?
Well, obviously, this time of the year, the big thing on the horizon is the influenza or the flu, and we are seeing lots of children who are having the flu. What we've been seeing primarily is influenza A. There are two types, types A and B, and we've been seeing probably more A than B. But we're seeing a lot of the flu, so it behooves these parents to get those immunizations, those vaccines for the flu for those kids. We still are giving the vaccine as long as we have them available. The flu season actually goes through February, so they can still get the vaccines.
Okay, and for the kids that you see that coming in that do have the flu, have any of them had their flu shots, or is it mainly the kids that didn't have
Primarily, it's the children who have not been vaccinated. The flu vaccine, the injection is about 75% effective, and the nasal spray is about 90%, 85 to 90% effective. So the vaccines are fairly effective, and we now have a quadrivalent vaccine which covers all 4 strains that are coming to the United States. So we used to have just a trivalent vaccine that only covered 3 of the strands, but now we can cover all 4.
Okay, well, that is good news.
Yeah.
Now let's talk about some of the symptoms that we're seeing these kids have. Is it anything out of the ordinary, or is it basically just the flu-like symptoms?
Basically flu-like symptoms, fever, headache, chills, body aches and pains. And those are primarily the presenting complaints, and they still present that way.
Yeah, you know, I was just telling Carrie, my little boy, he actually is homesick today, and I was just wondering, is the weather plays a lot of factors in that, correct, too?
Well, you know, there's a lot of debate as to whether the weather really has anything to do with it, but it has to do with the fact that people stay inside congregated together. Children are in schools, they're in one location, and so they tend to have lots of exposure to each other's respiratory secretions. And so it's primarily because of that more than the change in the weather.
Okay.
But we always use the change in the weather.
And I know I can't pronounce it, but I know that there's that virus that's been going around, that's polio-like symptoms. Anything like that in this area?
We have not seen that virus much in Texas.
Good.
We've seen it in other states, but it hasn't been very, and the time for that virus is just about gone. But we did see it a lot in the summer, but not a lot in Texas.
All right. Well, as always, thank you so much. I feel very informed. We appreciate it.